I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go.
Hi, I'm Emma. Welcome back if you've been here before, and if you're brand new then thank you so much for joining me. I think you can just see Louie's bum just in the corner there as well. Today I'm going to be talking about the books that I read in January of this year. I don't normally do monthly wrap-ups. Normally I leave it till like half yearly and yearly, but this month I have read 6 or 7 books. This month I have read 6 books, which is a lot for me, so I thought I would reward myself by making a little video to share my thoughts and the books that I've read in January. My total reading goal for the year is 40 books, so I'm already 7 books in to that goal, so I'm doing pretty well with it, so I'm hoping I can keep up with the motivation. Yeah, but let's just get into it. So I've left a gap this side so I can put a picture of the book up. I've been reading mostly on my Kindle or audiobooks, so I don't have the physical copies. So yeah, I'll put a picture of the book that I'm talking about just there. The first book I finished on the 8th of January, and that was A Court of Silver Flames, which is the 4th book in A Court of Thorns and Roses. This one followed different characters, so it followed Nesta and Cassian rather than Reese and Feyre. I think I like Nesta and Cassian better, which I didn't think I would when I was like, oh, it's changing characters, I'm not going to be interested. But it changed the characters and I think I like them better. This one I think was like one of the more adult books in the series, but I did like it. I only gave it a 3-star, and I think I've given the other ones like a 4 or a 5-star in the series, but I don't think I liked it any less. I think I've just got a little bit bored of the series now, but that doesn't mean I'll stop reading it. I definitely won't. So the way I need to talk quickly about the way I pick my books. So when I finish a book, because I don't know how many books I'm going to read in a month, when I finish a book I just random number generate on Google to pick my next book, which is why there's literally no theme, there's no rhyme or reason in these books. So the next book I read was Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. The cover on this one is really, really pretty. I read another book by Rory Power, which is why this one was on Wilder Girls. So Wilder Girls was Rory Power as well, and I enjoyed that one, I think. Yeah, I gave that one a 4.5 out of 5. This one I only gave a 3. It was okay. It was slow to, I'm trying not to give anything away, but it was slow to start with. And then when you did kind of get to like the point of the story, it was just a bit weird. So I didn't like this one quite as much as Wilder Girls. But I remember being a little bit like that with Wilder Girls, like it confused me a little bit too. So I just think maybe Rory Power isn't the author for me, but 3 out of 5 still isn't like terrible. I managed to get through it. I'm not very good at like DNF in a book, so like did not read a book. If I don't like it, I tend to stick it through to the end. But yeah, I think I would have read that one all the way through to the end anyway. The next one though is one that I definitely would have quit. If I was good at quitting books, I definitely would have quit this one. And it really upsets me because this one has really good reviews. Like other people have liked it, really liked it. And that is Meet Me in London by Georgia Toffolo. So Georgia Toffolo is Toff from Made in Chelsea. Sorry, I've got Louis just down here with his well. Made in Chelsea, and she's written a couple of books. So in the Meet Me series. There's Meet Me in Hawaii, Meet Me in Tahiti, Meet Me at the Wedding. Yeah, so she's done a few. I gave this one a 2 out of 5 stars. I didn't like this one at all. Basically, the girl in the story, Victoria, she's like a fashion designer, or she works in a pub but she really wants to be a fashion designer, and then they open like a big store, like a Selfridges, and they are all upset because it's going to take away all the business from the locals, and the owner of the big store keeps telling his mum that he's got a girlfriend and he's married and all of that jazz, and then Victoria has to pretend, well, she doesn't have to, but she pretends to be the other character's fiance, and then they fall in love. And it was just a little bit like, I don't know if it wasn't necessarily the writing was fine, but the characters were just a little bit boring. and you knew, I don't know, I just didn't like it. But the cover's pretty. And I like Toff from Made in Chelsea, so. The next book that I read, I actually listened to. I used to be one of those people who was like, if you're listening to an audiobook, that's cheating. It's not real reading. But I can listen to an audiobook while I'm at work. So maybe I'm swaying the other way now and I'm like, okay, it's acceptable. But I don't like to listen to a story via audiobook. I can't concentrate on it very well. But I do like to listen to like autobiographies or like self-helps and things like that. Those ones I can concentrate on, but like to follow a story through is not my thing. So I listened to P.S. I Love Me by Gina Swire, 12 Steps for Self-Love Transformation. It basically kind of talks about like not to apologize for yourself and a little bit about manifestation and like self-worth and things like that. Which I think is always nice to have a little reminder of anyway. I finished it really quickly. I think I finished it in one shift. It's only got 5 reviews on Goodreads, one of which is mine, and most people have rated it 5. I rated it a 3 out of 5, but I'm a harsh rater anyway, so. But it's got an overall 4.6 with 1 review, so I guess not many people have heard of it. So yeah, I would say check it out. It was easy to listen to. The what are they called when they speak it? I don't know. The person reading the book, the person reading the book was great. They were easy to listen to, and then the points were nice and quick, and they got to the point really quickly. So yeah, I enjoyed that one. One of the better ones I've read this month anyway, which isn't saying a lot to be honest. Okay, the next one that I read, I don't know when I put it on my TBR, but like I said, I do the number generator thing. So it came up and it's Switched by Amanda Hocking. I assume it was a while ago that I've put it on there because it's more YA and it's more younger YA. So it's not something that I would necessarily put on my TBR now, but I picked it up and I read it. And then, so you know that the girl is going to be like paranormal in it, kind of like, you know, your vampires and your werewolves. But she's not a vampire or a werewolf, and I don't want to tell you what she is because that will ruin it, I think. Let me just see if it's in the blurb. No, it just says Wendy, who is the main character, finds herself in a world she never knew existed, and it's not one she's sure she wants to be a part of. It's got a little love story in there. It's definitely got some twists and turns. I only give it a 2 out of 5 because I didn't think it was very original, and I didn't particularly like it. I read it because I was reading it, but you know, I could have been reading any other YA book other than the thing that she is, without telling you what she is. So yeah, I enjoyed it a little, but not a lot. Yeah, but the cover's really pretty. I'll put the cover there, but the cover's really pretty. There are some more in this series. So the first one is called Switched, then it's Torn, then Ascend. I don't think I'll be carrying on with that series. The same as with Meet Me in London, I just didn't enjoy it and I don't want to put myself through it. And then finally, one that I think this is probably kind of cheating to put it in a wrap-up video because I haven't actually finished it. But I've been reading bit by bit. I'm actually way further along than my bookmark suggests I am. And I think I will take a little bit longer reading this one. So this is what I'm currently reading this, and I'm currently reading My Dark Vanessa. But I have already read 2 books in February. Go me. So yeah, hopefully I can do this again at the end of February and have another like decent amount of books. But the book that I'm currently reading and will be continuing to read is The Things That Nobody Knows, 501 Mysteries of Life, the Universe and Everything. So that's what it looks like. Sorry, it's a little bit bright with the ring light there. And basically what it is so inside the contents, if you can see there, you've got all different topics like coffee, dinosaurs, marine life, prayer, water, all things like that. And then on the pages, so let's see if I can find a short one to tell you. Under Australia, the first question, or one of the questions, is what killed off the giant kangaroo? And basically, this book doesn't tell you the answers because nobody knows the answers, but it just theorizes like what they think it might be, like how do bumblebees fly. I found that one really interesting actually, if you've got a second to just listen to me waffle on about it, because scientists have been studying bumblebees for a while, and because they're like chubby, and they're like chubby little bees, and then their wings, they kind of flutter weird. Scientists can't figure out, they shouldn't be able to fly basically, but they can, and nobody knows why. But that's basically what the bumblebee section says. They talk about what black holes are, all of those things. And I think it's been really fun to like read and then kind of think about what I think, like how I think they can do these things or why these things occur. They've got like some serious topics. They've got like what colours were the dinosaurs, and how they like are guessing and figuring it out. And because obviously they don't know for sure. They've talked about disease, weather. Yeah, so I've been really enjoying like picking this bit up, and it's something you can read like one of the chapter, like the paragraphs are like this here is like one question. So this is, what were the jokes that Einstein told his parrot? And then it tells you there, like, they don't really, probably don't know. Yeah, so it tells you there, like, what they think, but they don't actually know. So you can just pick it up and read that little bit and move yourself along in the book and just have a little think about the jokes that Einstein taught his parrot. But yeah, those are all the books that I've read in January. So it's been a successful reading month because I've read more than I normally would. Normally I would get through like 3 books, 4 at a push, but it probably would average out at a 3. So to get through 6 is quite an achievement. But it's not been successful in the sense that the books have been a bit naff. So hopefully February's books are better. But if you would like to hear the books that I'm reading each month, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and give us a thumbs up, and then we'll know that you want to watch this video every month. But I think I enjoy sharing it, so I hope that you enjoy listening to me waffle on about books. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.